Oh, hi.
We're free.
You're free. You're free. Happy Independence Day. Happy Emancipation Day. Happy Juneteenth. Hooray. You can't teach about it in school. I mean, you can't tell kids why they have the day off, but it's here anyway, right?
Because it hurts their feelings and makes them feel bad, which isn't true.
Right. It is now a national holiday. Well, Republicans are banning teaching about it in school. Makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. This idea that we get to go through life without ever being uncomfortable or without ever hearing things that make us sad or unhappy. Like, I would love to live in that world. I don't know where it is, but I know it hasn't been desegregated.
No,
it's Narnia. It's Narnia.
History.
It's Narnia, where everything's white, including the dogs. Okay. Frangela, last Friday, not to be a wise ass, I actually asked you guys, I'm like, what is critical race? I don't even know what it is. Is it just the actual history of our country? You were like, yes. And somebody on TV, I saw them say the same thing. They're like, it's only taught in law school. It's not even being taught anywhere. It's the actual, I asked these guys this week, I literally said, did the first slave ships come here in 1619? They're like, yes. I'm like, so what? Where's the controversy about what we're teaching? Right?
Yeah.
There is no controversy. And number one, here's the thing that really I don't understand. A few weeks ago, everybody realized and acknowledged that they hadn't heard about Tulsa. Mm-hmm. Now suddenly we're teaching too much race history.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, how did we go from we aren't learning anything to,
right.
And also they don't teach critical race theory. I didn't even have a black teater till college. Yeah. Like, it's the most ridiculous. It's BS culture war.
Give me 17. Am I wrong? Did they say the quiet part out loud?
Yes.
That basically, like, Stacey Abrams got the boogity black all over the voting compromise that Joe Manchin did. Roy Blunt.
Mm-hmm.
Roy Blunt.
I think every one of us looks for opportunities to work with Senator Manchin,
Sure.
and we found those opportunities.
Guy.
I actually think when Stacey Abrams immediately endorsed Senator Manchin's proposal, it became the Stacey Abrams substitute, not the Joe Manchin substitute.
Oh, my God. Boogity black.
Wow. We can't agree with, if a black person touches it,
yes.
If they agree with it, it's a problem.
Yes.
Yep.
Right. They said that out loud. That's Mitch McConnell said it out loud, too.
Yep.
It's like, well, now it's Stacey Abrams, so no good. Okay. Did it warm your heart to have a president that said this week?
Great nations don't ignore their most painful moments. Great nations don't ignore their most painful moments. They don't ignore those moments in the past. They embrace them. Great nations don't walk away. We come to terms with the mistakes we made. And in remembering those moments, we began to heal and grow stronger.
Okay. Said it was
He's amazing.
Proudest day
He's
of his
amazing.
presidency, right? Yeah. Signing the Juneteenth thing. Okay. I don't, his whole everything this week with Putin, kneeling in front of the lady, 90-something-year-old lady, right? Went to her, kneeled in front of her to welcome her to the ceremony yesterday, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Opal Lee.
Yeah.
Who walked from her home to D.C. to say, this needs to happen. Absolutely. Yeah. Bow down to that woman,
Absolutely.
Because this has been a long time coming. And people have been begging and asking to at least have this conversation in this country.
Yeah. That whole, I don't know if you saw it on Maddow last night, but it really is hard. I get it. Old headlines, they make us feel bad about ourselves as white people. The headline was, whatever, group attacks Negroes, like the way the whole thing was even reported. And I think, the way Opal Lee said, like, we just wanted the same thing everybody else did. A good job, good place to live, good place to send our kids to school. They never even gave us a chance. I mean, it just, the whole thing yesterday was, do we have Joe Biden? Yes, saying this was his. Yeah, for his one of his greatest honor as president.
This day doesn't just celebrate the past. It calls for action today. I wish all Americans a happy Juneteenth. I'm certainly going to, in a moment, going to sign into law, making it a federal holiday. And I have to say to you, I've only been president for several months, but I think this will go down for me as one of the greatest honors I will have had as president, not because I did it, you did it.
Stephen in Georgia wants to wish Frangela a happy Juneteenth. Hey, Stephen, welcome.
Hey, yeah, we've been celebrating Juneteenth for a while here in Georgia, especially in Marietta. Matter of fact, I'm going to be on the square tomorrow celebrating Juneteenth for about the third or fourth year in a row.
Yep.
So we're just so happy that the rest of the U.S. is with us.
Yeah, we're catching up. Exactly. All right. Thank you, honey. Anita in San Antonio, you're on with Frangela. Hey, Anita.
Hi, happy Juneteenth, everybody.
Thank you.
Did I say that right? Juneteenth?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you know, their complaint is that it's going to make the kids feel guilty if they learn about, you know, the truth and history. What is wrong with that?
Yep, thank you.
What's wrong with these kids feeling guilty? I mean, isn't that how we don't make the same mistakes? I mean, look in Germany, they have, like, in their cobblestones the names of Holocaust victims. So people are always reminded of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't understand. I mean, they just don't want the kids to feel empathy for anybody or feel like it's, you know,
they don't want to feel responsible. Yeah.
Or talk about it, like it dividing Americans. It's like, guess what? It already happened. It's like, you know, not dividing people to talk about what already happened, right?
Oh my God, I know. And then they have to do something about it, and they don't want that. Yeah. You know, they don't want their kids to feel like they have to do something about it. You know, that we have to change. I talked to one of the congressmen that voted against this. Well, I talked to his staff member, and you know, I asked him why did he vote against Juneteenth. There was only 14 white male Republicans who voted against it, and he said, "Oh, it was the name." He said it because it was called National Independence Day or something like that.
Yes,
I said,
really.
Well, it was an Independence Day for Black Americans, and aren't they all over the country? And you know, I don't know. That was, first of all, that was BS.
Yeah.
Right.
And I told him he might as well be wearing a hood.
Yeah.
He might as well be wearing a hood because, you know, voting against Juneteenth in Texas, it's been a holiday here since 1979. I
love the Republicans. It's just, there's too many holidays already. There's just, well, how about you take away the racist Columbus Day one? How about that one?
Yeah.
Like, that'll be getting rid of one racist holiday.
That needs to go.
Huh?
That needs to go.
Right. Thank you. Yeah. I'm just trying to make room, Frangela.
Absolutely.
Columbus Day. Okay. You know, I hate to be the one. It's been a good week. ACA upheld. Historic summit. It's overseas. Fantastic overseas trip for Biden. But Angela, you've probably heard there are thousands of ballooning spiders cloaking an Australian town in webs. A region in Australia's southeast has been cloaked in sheets of webs. After floodwaters forced thousands of spiders to find higher ground, the waterlogged soil sent thousands, possibly millions, of spiders scrambling for refuge on plants, signs, and everything else above ground.
Why? Why do we have missiles if we're not going to use them?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
They're just frightened insects that are trying to find a home in your home.
Okay. And when you are bringing a spider babies for breakfast.
Yeah, these spiders are not
spider overloads.
Well, I'm just saying, climate change obviously is real. The heat is here everywhere, but you know this is what's coming next is the overly rains and then the ballooning, Angela, ballooning spiders.
They do not pay. They don't pay rent, nor do they contribute to the mortgage. They are not welcome.
Angela's tried to warn of the spider cabal for how many years now, Angela? How many years?
As many years as I've been able to speak.
Yes,
because they have been a threat. They are organized. You think this is an accident? First of all, do you think that the spiders don't have something to do with global warming? Are you all that naive?
Is this what got baby Angela to speak? Were you actually, that was your first words? Is like,
my first word was
spider?
It was actually a sentence. It was, kill that spider, I will get out this crib and do it for you. That was my first word.
No, she calls me on the phone telling me that the spider is looking at her and countering her moves.
It was.
They got a lot of legs, Francis. Like, what's the, that's what they do, man.
No. When a spider chests up to you, you know what I'm saying? When a spider steps to you and looks you up and down, that's real, okay? I'm not making that up. I'm not seeing things.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, you're all stuck in your fear. I know, but see, I'm willing to speak. They're not going to silence me.
No, and we appreciate that.
I can't poke Angela enough with the spider stick. Okay. Yeah, that is Australia. My best friend lives in Australia, and I've told her, you live in a Jumanji game. I am not going there to visit. There's always some story about like wild beasts falling through the ceiling while people are making love. Remember that couple was having sex on something,
and a kookaburra fell down through.
Right, something is it is a Jumanji game. It's horrifying.
Right. Yeah. Baby eating dingoes all over the place. I'm not.
They also have cute animals like koalas with razor blades for fingers.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
And chlamydia.
Koala scissor hands.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And chlamydia.
And chlamydia. Thank you.